It is so cold in this country. It has been the most freezing week in Edinburgh. It's also kind of been nice because the sun has been out. So we won some and we lost some. It's so cold, but I'm on my way to my hair appointment and I'm doing a big transformation. I haven't bleached my hair in like 7 or 8 months, coming up on 8 months, because I've been going really slow and careful, getting back to my preferred blondie moment. The bitch I am when I'm blonde, or as close to blonde as I can get, is my favorite bitch. And I'm also doing bangs, little wispy bangs. We'll see, I'm gonna talk to my hairdresser. And I'm so excited. You know how sometimes you just feel like your hair or your style isn't matching up with who you are? But I'm just excited because today I'm hoping we can do like the final stage of the transformation and I'll be back. And I'm running like 2 minutes late because I kept filming the befores of TikTok transformations. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to feel the last piece of myself come to life. I walk different, I talk different, I act different, I think different. Like when you feel just really good about yourself, you just move differently, and I'm excited. Guys, I'm back home now. I could not be happier. Are you ready for this? We went a little bit longer than the inspo pictures just in case I hate it. Like that way it'll grow out within a couple of months. But I already want to go shorter. And I can push them to the side and do more curtain bang, but I can also like have them be a little bit messier out in front. I am obsessed. And the best part is I styled them myself, so I know I can do it. Like the first thing I did when I got home was redo my bangs to make sure I knew how to do it. And I love the color. It looks darker on camera than it is in real life because the sun is going down. I was there for like 5 hours. This is a closer picture of what it looks like in real life. I feel like most of the time I will just keep them like parted, since the whole point was I wanted them to part in the middle, but it's fun that I have the option. I can wait for you guys to see it in daylight too. I'm actually so happy. I've had bangs twice before in my life, but I was a lot younger and I didn't style my hair that often, so I wasn't ready for bangs, you know? I feel really good with these, and I can't wait for you guys to see the color in better lighting because it is showing up pretty dark. Okay, so like I said, it took 5 hours. When I was booking that appointment, my hairstylist was like, I'll book a 3-hour appointment because I think we won't need much longer than that. And I was like, my hair takes so long, like just trust me. Let's see, I just have a meeting with my accountant, but that's in an hour. So I'm gonna work on the podcast. And I know that we're staying in tonight because Matt and I are having like a chill January. I just wanted to start the vlog, show you guys my hair. I feel like a new person. I don't know who Bang Mary is, but I love her. I did so well stacking this fire. It's all about airflow. It's all about maximum oxygen circulation. It's all about layering your paper and your kindling with your logs. Does it help that I put a fire starter in? Of course. Good morning, happy Sunday. Let me set you down here. It is Sunday morning. I didn't vlog at all yesterday because it was very chill and cozy. We're having an inside January so far, which I love. Yesterday we just did a couple hours of housework, did loads of cleaning, and then we watched the entire season 3 of Dubai Bling on Netflix. Do you guys like Dubai Bling? We are a Dubai Bling household. It's one of our favorite reality shows. Also Bling Empire. So it's really been a great week for us in terms of reality TV because we also watched the entirety of season 2 of The Traitors this week. I told you last vlog, we finished season 1. We watched season 2 this week, and then yesterday we must have been watching Dubai Bling for like 9 straight hours. We were up until 1 o'clock in the morning. So maybe not the best use of our time, but it was super relaxing, so fun, and we did deep clean the entire house yesterday. I don't know if you can see behind me, but the Christmas tree is gone. It was right here. I got this rack for our firewood, but it's a lot smaller than I thought it was, so we just have the rest of, what is this? Oh, paper from the bag. Put a blanket down for the rest of the firewood, and we burned a lot of it last night, to be honest. We also have these fire starters. I'd like to get a better looking basket for those. I ordered extra long matches, thinking that they would be a few inches long. They're like this. So we're all set on the fireplace for now. But yeah, it's so sad. Took down all the Christmas decor. I love leaving Christmas decorations up late. I love putting them up early. I just love having seasonal decor up. So I don't really know what to decorate for next. When is in bulk? It's like February 1st, I think. Maybe I need to start thinking about celebrating in bulk. All I know is the house just does not feel very festive right now, but it's clean. We ordered Cafe Nero this morning, and they brought it in these flat top cups that didn't have anywhere to poke a straw through. So just kind of drinking my iced decaf latte like this. Anyway, yesterday was actually such a nice day. We only went out one time. We walked down to a grocery store and got things for dinner. Matt and I are both doing dry January, so we got sparkling lemonade. We just made like little bits, picky bits. We had a picky bits dinner, and it was a really lovely day. And I wasn't gonna vlog today either because this weekend looks almost identical to last weekend, which I already vlogged. But on my last vlog, a lot of you said that you enjoyed seeing our countryside walk and you enjoyed seeing more of Scotland. Hey, no. Someone's trying to eat our firewood. And we are taking another walk, and it's actually from a recommendation that one of you guys gave me. One of the comments on my last video said we should try the Fife Coastal Path. So if that was you, thank you so much for the recommendation. We're heading out today to go to the Fife Coastal Path. So much different vibes than yesterday. This is gonna be entirely along the coastline. Of course Fergie's coming with us. Of course Fergie is coming with us. Is this what you wanted? You wanted to be involved? See, now you don't like it. Now I've involved you and you don't even wanna be here. Get out of here. Oh my God, you want so much attention. Yeah, Fergus has some attitude this morning because for the first year or so of Fergus's life, he was crate trained and he slept in a crate at night, and that helped us potty train him. It helped us train him to not have any separation anxiety when we leave the house. It helped train him to be home alone comfortably. Loved crate training. He took to it really easily. Worked out so well for us. But we wanted him to be comfortable out of the crate as well. So around July, I believe, we started allowing Fergus to be out of the crate at night and be out of the crate when we leave the house, like free roam. And to be honest, it's gone well. There haven't really been any issues at all. When we leave, he just sleeps in the front hallway and waits for us to get back, which is like kind of heartbreaking every time I think about the fact when I'm out and about and I think about how he's just like sleeping by the door waiting for me to come home. I lose it. But point being, he's done fine. And with sleeping out of the crate, he's gone back and forth between sleeping in our room, like on a blanket, or sleeping in our bed, and we've allowed both, like whatever he wants to do. And this, I think that's where we went wrong. I think we should have been thinking ahead more with the whole sleeping in the bed with us situation, and maybe not allowed him to do that from the jump, because he's very disruptive to sleep with and our sleep is suffering so much. And I love cuddling with him. Like, it used to be that he would sleep in our room and then he would just jump up in the bed in the morning to like snuggle right before we got up, and that was like perfect. But then he started wanting to sleep with us, which we allowed, and looking back, I wish we hadn't allowed that. I love sleeping with him, but he is so disruptive to sleep with. Like, he's huge. He's so heavy, he takes up so much, he stretches out and takes up so much space. And I'm already someone who, like, I would totally sleep alone. I love sleeping alone. I get the best sleep when I'm completely undisturbed. And so even just like having a husband in the room who's moving around, making noise, like just another, I just don't sleep well. If I'm such a light sleeper and I struggle with insomnia so bad, you guys know this. And for the last like 2 months, our sleep has really suffered because Fergus is annoying. I'm annoyed at myself because it's always harder to train a dog out of something than it is to just set a precedent from the get-go. But anyway, I said all that to say we got him this really nice dog bed, and we have started training him to sleep in the dog bed, and it's going okay. He has learned the command really quickly. It only took him like a day and a half to learn the command to go to the bed. It's just getting him to stay in the bed all night. So last night he stayed in the bed for probably like half the night, and then he jumped up into our bed. I read about 1 million dog training articles, dog behavior articles, dog psychology articles, and everything about how to do this, so I feel confident. We're just making sure that he doesn't feel like we're abandoning him, because we're his pack. So we don't want him to feel like he's done something wrong, or he's in trouble, or we don't love him, or all the things. I feel like we shouldn't have allowed him to sleep on the bed with us from the get-go, because now we have to train it out of him, and I feel guilty about that. So I don't want to hurt his feelings. And then I tell Matt, like, oh, I just don't want to hurt his feelings. And he's like, Mary, you might be projecting a little bit. And I tell this to my dad too. And I'm like, oh, I just don't want to hurt his feelings. And he's like, okay, dogs do have feelings. Have you considered that maybe you're projecting your feelings a little bit too hard onto Fergus? And I'm like, no. Anyway, he did pretty well last night. There's a mountain of laundry that needs to be put away. I know I just got the bangs, but I've already put them up because I think it's gonna be really windy and I don't want to deal with new bangs in the wind. So put on a little headband. I've got a turtleneck and some skinny jeans on, so I'm gonna wear wellies. I'm gonna put on some really long socks under my wellies. Probably also wear my Barber because it doesn't matter if it gets sandy or wet. Definitely a different type of walk today. It's a busy path. We came to the Culross section, I believe. I think it's Culross. Is it Culross? Culross. It's not actually a beach. We thought it was a beach. Maybe there's sections that are beach, but this is a path, so we're trying to stop Fergus from jumping over the wall and going down to the water. He's still having fun though. It is a busier path with lots of other dogs, so we're not gonna take him off the leash. He's been loving these ice puddles. Good boy. He likes these big ice puddles. It's like he goes skating on them. It's a very misty, gloomy, gray, cloudy day. However, it's not raining. Hey, buddy. Good morning. Pretty much all of this vlog so far has been me sitting in front of a living room window, but it is Monday morning, bright and early. It is so dark outside. And I'm about to head to my riding lesson, so I thought I would give you an outfit of the day. I need to call a car soon. Now, the only piece of kit that I've allowed myself to buy so far has been these riding training leggings from Holland Cooper. I think we all know the struggle of getting into a hobby and spending loads of money on it up front and then losing interest, and I didn't want to do that. So I will be borrowing boots and a helmet for the time being until I am 1000% sure that I'm invested enough in this to invest myself. Invested enough in this to invest, yeah, okay. That I am dedicated enough to this hobby to invest in my own boots and helmet. But I did buy these training leggings from Holland Cooper and I really like them. And then I just have like a long sleeve, this is like one of those Aritzia TNA tops, Aloe sports bra. This workout jacket is actually from H&M. And then I just have a big coat because it's cold outside, and I've requested ride out lessons. So I have a few lessons booked already and I've requested ride out lessons for all of them. This is gonna be my first time at the stables that I'm hoping become like my stables, my home stables. I've requested ride out lessons because my intention with this, I wanna make my intentions clear before I start so that I don't attract a side of the equestrian community that I have seen on other people's videos that frankly scares me a little bit. I am not trying to become a star equestrian. I don't want to do dressage, I don't want to compete, I don't want to do any of those things. My only goal with getting into horse riding and taking lessons is to be able to have the skills necessary to go on trail rides and country rides, to be out in the open. I want to ride horses through this beautiful country. I feel so blessed that I get to live in, I think, one of the most beautiful countries in the world when it comes to the natural landscapes, and I want to experience that on horseback, and that's my goal. And I think that's a very achievable goal. And never say never, that goal could change, I'm not sure, but for the meantime, that's what I want. I want to be able to go on trail rides and to ride on the beach and to ride through the highlands and to ride, like there's so many trail rides that happen everywhere around here. I feel like every time we leave the city, honestly, when we're in the city, we see trail rides happening. So I want to do that. Also, as you guys will know, horse riding and getting back into piano are my two 2025 hobbies that I've set for myself. But the podcast episode that came out, an hour ago is called You Need to Get a Hobby, and it's all about why we should all have hobbies, how to find a hobby, and then I give 52 suggestions for hobbies that you could get into in 2025. So that's what's latest on the Prologues podcast, and I'm really excited to get going.
I wish I could take you with me. Yeah, are you so sleepy? Fergus is very indignant that I've gotten him up and already taken him outside this early in the morning. This is the laziest dog you've ever met. He hates getting up in the morning. Genuinely hates it. He loves to sleep late. Like, if this dog had his way, he would not wake up until 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock every single day. And so he's indignant that I've already gotten him out of bed, taken him outside, made him eat his breakfast. He just can't believe it. He can't believe it. Well, you can nap the whole time I'm gone, okay? You can nap the whole time I'm gone. I'm so excited. I always wanted to be a real horse girl. This also feels like something that I get to do for little Mary. Is anybody else just never like to leave the house? Oh my God, this angle. Every single day I get closer to getting chin lipo, guys. I've thought about it for 3 years. 3 years I've thought about it and not gotten it. Every single day I get closer. What was I saying? Does anybody else feel like they can't leave the house without a book, even if there is realistically no way that you're gonna be able to read a book? There's gonna be no time for reading. Just makes you feel secure to have a book. Please don't look at me like that. Please don't look at mommy like that. Hello. There are so many dogs at these stables. Good doggies. Oh, hello. I saw you when I came in. Hi. You are so good. You are so good. You're such a good girl. Yes, you are. You're such a good girl. Oh my gosh, there's doggies everywhere. There's doggies everywhere. Oh my goodness. There's doggies everywhere. There's doggies everywhere. Hello, hello. You guys. There is doggies everywhere. Hello, good doggies.
You guys, I just had the most fun. I promise that there will be parts of this vlog that are not me sitting in front of one of the windows in this living room. This breakfast is not for you. I just have some Greek yogurt, granola, peanut butter, and jam. That was genuinely so much fun. I am gonna book a couple more lessons. I already have a few booked out, but I'm gonna book more in advance. I couldn't go outside today. The weather is actually really bad. It was super windy and icy. So I had a lesson in the arena, but that's good. And then hopefully next week I can go outside. It really is incredibly windy today. It's finally gonna start getting above freezing regularly. It's been so cold in Scotland. But I just had the best time. What's going on with my hair? My instructor was from Georgia. She's doing her master's in creative writing at the University of Edinburgh. So I enjoyed talking to her. I rode this horse named Duke. He's 15 years old. 16 hands high. He was actually a little fussy. He was a little bit fussy. I think he could just obviously tell that I was a pretty inexperienced rider, and he was trying it. Towards the end of the lesson, he was a bit better, but he was definitely testing me. Prologues went live today, so I've got to do stuff for that. I just have to get my week sorted out, really. But I'm happy that I spent my Monday morning at a riding lesson. I feel so good about this hobby. I feel so good about taking this time to do, don't chew that. I feel really glad that I am committing to enriching my life and pursuing something that I've wanted to for such a long time. It's also taking me time, it's exercise. Everyone says that working with horses and being around horses is great for mental health. I just have a great feeling about this, and today went super well, so I'm excited about that.
Sit.
Wait. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Freddie. I've had a horrendous bangs failure today. I think they could smell my fear and knew I was in a rush. And I tried so many times and I restyled them so many times and it wasn't happening. Feeling a little defeated, so it's a headband again today, but I'm standing outside of the recording studio because I am recording a solo episode and then also interviewing Gabby Seckham-Flegg from Scotland Magic for the podcast today. I book 3-hour sessions so I can do 2 or 3 episodes at one time, which has been really helpful for me in season 2. But I'm so excited. She's gonna be the second guest on Prologues for 2025 in season 2. It won't be coming out for a few weeks, so I'll update you guys on when that comes out. But let's go ahead and get set up before she gets here. For once, my vlog is interesting this week, so I'm doing a ton of things. Interviewing Gabby this week. By the time this vlog comes out, it'll be like 2 or 3 weeks before this episode goes live. So I'll have to update you guys, but I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
Welcome to Prologues. All finished. I did a little outfit change, so on the video it wouldn't look like I recorded the episodes back to back. But I did too, the episode with Gabby, which is all about how to take a risk on yourself, reinventing yourself, the courage to change your life. And then the solo episode I just recorded was the top things I've learned in therapy. This vlog is gonna come out, this is distracting me. This vlog is gonna come out a couple of weeks before either of those episodes, but make sure you follow the podcast so that you don't miss them when they do come out. It is pitch black outside. It's almost 5 o'clock. I need to walk home. It's like a 1.5 miles. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm also so hungry. Matt worked late last night and didn't get home until like 8, so I had like a Picky Bits dinner. I'm hoping he's gonna tell me he's home on time tonight so he can cook for me. He's definitely the cook in our family. But yeah, that went so well. This is the studio that I record out. If you are in Edinburgh and you need a photography, videography, or podcasting studio, it's EH3 and it's near Dean. And I think it's just a great setup. They allow you to personalize the studio as well. So if you want to bring in like decorations, a sign, curtains and things, you can. So I want to get like a neon sign of the podcast logo. I want to get curtains that I can hang up instead of the orange ones that fit the colors of my branding and things like that. But yes, I hope you guys have been enjoying having the video. I also have a YouTube channel just for the podcast where you can watch the video episodes if you don't watch them on Spotify. So you can see the video on Spotify, but you can also watch the video on the YouTube channel. And then obviously like Apple Podcasts and Amazon Podcasts and everything has the audio. So yeah, need to walk home now. Fergie's been home alone for a few hours, which he's totally capable of being home alone, but I know he's gonna be annoyed at me when I get there, so. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, there's a million things that I can do. Not sure what needs to be done right when I get home, so. I feel like I just might deserve a little treat for such a productive and successful day in the studio. It's 5. It's like that in-between time where you're hungry, but it's not dinner time. Maybe a decaf coffee, maybe a pastry. I think that's part of my journey today. It's also like a mile and a half home, and I need sustenance. Hey guys, I haven't vlogged in a few days. This week has definitely been really busy. Slowness and excitement from the holidays has definitely died down now that we're officially in mid-January. I mean, I'm still having a slow start, but I feel like everyone around me has just kicked it into high gear and has just like really stuck in with the new year now. So it has been a busy week. I am just leaving my gym. That's why I'm recording on my phone. I didn't bring my camera. But I thought while I'm on my way back home, I kind of want to stop at Uniqlo. This video is so washed out right now, but yeah, I want to stop at Uniqlo. I had never shopped at or worn Uniqlo clothing before my Norway trip, but we got loads of Uniqlo heat tech clothing, and I really liked it. It's a good price, it's good quality, well made, just basics. So I want to stop in and just see what they've got. I'm not really looking for anything in particular, except one of the items I wore in Norway was this thin cream cashmere turtleneck, and I wear it so often that I want to get a second one because sometimes I just can't wait for it to be washed and be clean again. Like, I wear it all the time, so I want to get a second one, and I do that with items of clothing that I wear constantly, and that Uniqlo turtleneck has made the list. Oh my god, the sun. I will say Edinburgh has blessed us with the weather recently. I'm not even wearing a coat right now. The first week and a half of the new year was brutally cold. Brutal, but the sun was just stunning. And this week it's been in the 40s and 50s and still sunny. Everyone has said that February brings another round of the really gray, really cold, dreary weather, but for now I am enjoying the sun. Fergus and I have been walking up to the castle esplanade every single morning to watch the sunrise. On his morning walk, I'm actually going to go see the sunrise with a new friend tomorrow at Salisbury Craigs. I'll take you guys along for that. I also think I need to go to M&S. So I'll just turn my gym trip into an errands trip. This is what I wore in Norway, and I'm also gonna take these layers skiing. Really good. I'm gonna get it in black as well because it's just so good. I've also been really into my turtlenecks recently. I like the colors on these sweaters. It's nice and soft. Did everyone know about Uniqlo except me? Probably. I'm so late. I have this mock neck jumper in the maroon color. It's very warm. I also have this parka. That's the one that I wore in Norway. And it was perfect, literally fantastic. Matt has one too, we love it. I've actually been looking for a denim shirt dress. I have several outfit ideas for it, so I think I'm gonna get this. And then I really like these denim shirts as well. I just overheard a well-dressed woman say that the cashmere crew necks here are not only good quality, but a really good price. So I feel like I need to do some market research on that because I don't know what cashmere is going for these days, but I'm intrigued. Her outfit looked expensive, so I trust her opinion. I got flowers for the first time in ages from M&S. I can't wait for peony season to come back and for tulip season to kick off in full swing because tulips and peonies are some of my favorites. So I do have some like pinky purple tulips from M&S. All I can think about right now is finishing what I need to do today so that I can get back to my book. I've been reading Babel by, I've never heard anyone say her name out loud, R.F. Kuang. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, but I bought it sometime over the summer, but then I asked you guys on Instagram earlier this week for books that spoke into your soul, bonus points if they made you cry. I compiled them all into a Substack post, so I'll link that in the description box. And Babel came up a few times, so I started reading it earlier this week. I've been devouring it. Oh my God, it's making me feel so many things. I can think of at least 3 professors from my college who would love it. I took classes in post-colonial literature, and I think this is a great example. It's so good. If you've never heard of it before, I think it's a pretty popular book, but if you've never heard it before, it's an academia fantasy, but the fantasy isn't like dragons and witches and things. It takes place in the 1830s in Oxford, and the fantasy element is that in this like alternate reality in England, oh my God, I broke that one. There's a magic element that helps power the country, well, helps power the whole world. So the fantasy element is very present and very central to the plot, but you could, I think that I just broke another one. My goodness, just a $10 bouquet. Like, when I read the magic element, in my head it comes across as a metaphor for AI. That's just my personal interpretation. Yeah, so it is a fantasy novel in the sense that there's magic, but it's not what you might think when you think of fantasy. But it takes place in the 1830s in Oxford, and okay, I'm gonna save these shorter ones and put them in like a little glass or something, because that's crazy. Okay, it centers around these students, in particular one student named Robin, and they are studying to be translators. So immediately when I read that, I was like, okay, so Babel is quite obviously alluding to the Tower of Babel in the Bible. I will say I have a lot of religious trauma, but having a really thorough knowledge of the Bible does help you read a lot of literature, because so many things reference the Bible. They're studying to be translation students, and in this world, the magic that powers the world is fueled by and manifested through languages. And so all of these students are multilingual, and they're learning more languages. And several of the students are not white and not British. They've been brought over and groomed to become translators by white Oxford professors, but this is the 1830s, so they're treated horrifically. So the book really is about imperialism and colonialism and racism and capitalism. At first, the students are a little bit more enamored with Oxford and their own intelligence and what they're studying to do, but then they slowly become radicalized. It's really, really good. I don't know if I'm explaining this well enough. It's really good. If you like dark academia and you like a little bit of fantasy and you're interested in themes of post-colonialism and imperialism and capitalism, then you will really like this book. Yeah, I think it's quite heavy emotionally in a good way. That's what I was looking for, that's what I wanted, but it definitely is one where you are savoring the text and really thinking deeply about the story. So that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted a book that was gonna make me think and feel and ache and reflect, and it is definitely that. So I would recommend. I also started a Storygraph. I haven't used Goodreads in like 4 years or something, but I started a Storygraph because people say that's better. I don't know how much I'm gonna post on it, so I'm not gonna link it for you guys yet, but if I end up liking it and using it a little bit more, I'll let you know. I wish I had a little mini vase. What if I put them in this whiskey glass? I don't want to let the tulips go to waste, so this is gonna have to do it. But yeah, this is a little whiskey glass. When my brother was here over New Year's, we took him and his girlfriend to the whiskey experience and did tastings, and we got little whiskey glasses. So cute, I actually love that. Okay, now I'm gonna put some groceries away and then make myself some food. I'm gonna do toast, eggs, berries, and sausage. Also, okay, guys, I've been a little fiend for smoked salmon recently, and I have always hated seafood, hated it, and I've never, ever, ever liked smoked salmon. And for some reason, lately I've been ravenous for it, like intense cravings. And I get these little bellinis from M&S,
last week they were on offer because they were gonna expire, and they were 75 cents per package. But you get little 16 bellinis, little cream cheese or little creme fraiche, and the smoked salmon. And it's just so weird because I've always hated fishy tastes and seafood and salmon and all the things. And right now I cannot get enough of it. I'm going through multiple packs a week. It's like my most expensive habit right now. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I took a pregnancy test and no, I'm not pregnant, because I was like, this craving has come out of nowhere.